Today is September 11th, 2016. It's been 15 years since the 9/11 attacks that everyone and their mother has made a video about today. And part of my reason for not making one is due to me not remembering the event and feeling that I'd just be, if I gave my opinion on it, regurgitating how most people would see it as this tragedy that, we try to learn from. Notification on my phone. And, I just didn't think I could bring anything new to the subject. But in getting that out of the way, I want to address another topic, one that happened today. It's very timely. A bus crashed near an airport, the Denver airport in Denver. And currently there's one person dead that happened to be the driver of the vehicle. And roughly 20 people are currently in the hospital. Again, this happened today. Now, they've issued a report, one of the hospitals, that two people are in serious condition, two people are in critical condition, and one person is in fair condition. Now, with that being said, you have to ask yourself how something like this happens. I didn't see anything about the bus driver being drunk or, ugh, sorry, this message just keeps coming up, about anybody being drunk or having, some type of alcohol. And I'm assuming the driver didn't, otherwise they wouldn't be operating this vehicle. At least they shouldn't have been operating this vehicle. But even if that were to be the case, it's so sad that someone has to die in that manner, where you get, smashed up against something because it crashed, the bus. And that's ultimately how you leave this world, in a very painful and I'm sure agonizing way. Uh, I'm I'm happy that at the very least not that many people have died so far. Only one person. I really hope that body count doesn't go up. Problem with making video right after a story comes out is that information is still being attained, and at least the majority of it is still being learned, or things are still coming in. I want to find out how the victims are doing. It's definitely something I'm interested in seeing update itself. But I kind of was going through my memories and trying to remember all the past times I'd heard about, similar incidents relating to crashes having to do with vehicles. And every time I thought about one, I always think about crashes that are just usually regular automobiles. So, to put that in an emphasis that one could understand me a little bit better, I mean that this is really, I know I'm not saying it's the first instance that this has ever happened, but this is the first time I can distinctively recall a bus crash with, that many people on it. I'm sure there was one, I think, about a year or two ago, and I think the overarching theme of that crash, and if I remember its name, I'll be sure to update the story, was that a number of the people on there were going to be first-time college students in their family, and it was supposed to be this whole, groundbreaking progression thing within their family, but that ultimately didn't come to pass because they didn't survive the bus crash. It was a really sad story from, I think, at least a year ago, possibly two, and I can't remember the details, but if I did, I'd certainly link that story and share it, because it kind of has the same analogy here. Whenever you think of a bus, you think of people who are off to do something, have somewhere they need to be, somewhere they're trying to be, somewhere they're trying to go. And to see that crash, it really brings home the message that even our public transportation isn't safe. People always talk about the need for gun control, and you even have a few people who I'm in league with that will say, "Oh my God, these people and these messages, those notifications," that will say that there are things we need to improve as far as driving regularly, regular automobile driving. And this just feels to be part of what they're saying, but also another version of it, if that makes any sense. Kind of like a variation, where the basic premise is there, someone unfortunately passing away due to an automobile accident, but there's a little bit of a more consequential tone to it, where there's multiple people aboard and you don't know who could have died or who's going to die, because we still haven't finished the story. But all in all, very tragic, and I certainly hope no one else passes away. And my heart goes out to the family of the bus driver. I hope they're able to recuperate from this loss. It's definitely tragic, and certainly makes me feel blessed to, continue to live. Thank you for watching, and have a good day and be safe.